Welcome back. Today I'll show you how to use YML files with AbpDevTools. I'll go with the same example, with the same demo, with previous video. If you haven't watched that getting started video, you can watch it and then come back here. But I'll remind you this project. Let's open with VS Code. Okay, it opened in the other screen. Okay. This demo has two projects, and one with MongoDB, you can see MongoDB project here, and the other solution with Framework Core, you can see Framework Core project here. So I have two solutions, and when I want to run them together with passing a virtual environment, which is SQL Server right now, the MongoDB instances cannot access the MongoDB. The MongoDB solution cannot access the MongoDB with this environment, because this SQL Server environment uses SQL Server connection string. So you can see there is already exception here. And let me show that virtual environment with AbpDev environment config command. When you use that command, it will automatically open the JSON file, the related JSON file. And I have a couple of environments in my local, one for SQL Server, one for MongoDB, one for MS, and etc. You can see when I use SQL Server virtual environment here, it has connection strings __ default environment variable. And this environment variable is formatted for SQL Server. So MongoDB instance cannot use that connection string. So this is a problem. So that means I need to use different environments for different projects, different solutions. So you can do that with creating YML files for AbpDevTools. So let's navigate back our EF application here, EF solution here. I'll create a new AbpDev YML file under that solution. So this file is created under this folder. So that means this file scope is under this folder. I have a couple of applications under this folder. One is alt server and another is DB migrator, HTTP host, and etc. All the projects under this folder will use this YML configuration. So let's configure our YML file. I'll start with environment. And this is not correct. Copilot cannot help in this area. It thinks it is deployment YAML, but it is not. I'll pass environment name as SQL Server. So that is enough. I'll pass environment as SQL Server for only my EF application. The MongoDB default connection string is okay for me, because I don't have any credentials, I don't have any custom port, I have running MongoDB instance on my localhost, so I won't customize it. I will customize only my EF application. So creating this YAML file under my Framework Core application is enough. So I can run it again, I can run them together with AbpDev run command, but at this time I won't call environment parameter. I won't pass any environment. I just call AbpDev run, and it will find the related YAML file and use under this scope. This scope is the solution folder of Framework Core application. So you can see both DB migrators passed, they are successful. So I can pick projects to run. Let's check all of them. When I do that, only EF applications connection strings are overridden. Okay, some of them is running, some of them is waiting. I think all of them is running. Okay, all of them is running without an issue. So that's easy, but let's deep dive with YAML files. Okay, I have created a YAML and configure my environment. So let's pick which applications will be run when I call AbpDev run, because you can see it asks me which applications do I want to run, but I don't have to choose always, and I can pass projects here, dash p parameter, and I can pass web projects. It will run automatically web projects, but I don't want to pass each parameter, and I want to configure them in YAML file. So let's create another YAML file at the root folder, at the folder that I run AbpDev command in it. So this is my root folder right now, because I will run app-run command in this folder. So I will create a new YAML file in this folder, which is AbpDev YAML again. Also, you can use custom names, and you can pass YAML parameter and pass the YAML name, your custom YAML, like that. But in that example, I will use the default name, and let's start. By the way, it is implemented new, and this is the model. You can see the parameters, and I'll publish an example complete YAML file, but I'll go with that example. Sorry. Okay. I'll go with run section here. Run section. And under that run section, I have a couple of parameters. First one is configuration. Let's say it is debug. Also, it is debug by default, but I'll show parameters one by one. You can skip migration because we already done that. Skip migrate true. Sorry, there is no comma here. You can choose projects to run here. Projects. It is similar, but I don't use the pattern. I'll use the names. Let's say I want to run a out server and HTTP API host projects. I won't run web projects. So when I complete this configuration, I can run AbpDev run command again under this folder. And you can see there is no migration here because we configured it for skipping. And you can see only out server and HTTP API host projects are running. But you can define more specific like that. For example, you want to run only MongoDB out server application. You can use exact name like that. When you do that, only MongoDB projects, my awesome tired app.out server will be running, and all the HTTP API hosts will be running. So let's stop. Did I save it? Yes, I saved. And run it again. You can see only my awesome tired app.out server is running, and the rest of HTTP API host projects are running. And those EF application will use its own AbpDev YAML in their scope. So this application will use our connection string. Let me show the rest of parameters. You can configure watch here. You can say watch true, and it will automatically starts .NET Watch, and when you change any file, it automatically tracks, and if hot reload works, applies hot reload. If hot reload cannot work, it rebuilds application and runs it. But I will use that as false. You can use no build. Okay, let's try it. We already built all of them. I will use no build here. That's true. Okay, I'll run it again. Okay, it is much more faster because I passed no build. It automatically passes no build parameter to .NET Run. You can see the state says building, but default state is building. So this is false information. If I pass no build false, you can see the progress takes a lot more time. Because it's building right now. You can see it takes a little bit more time because since this is an empty project, but you can see the difference. Okay, let's continue. Okay, here I lost it. Okay, I think this is too small. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. You can pass graph build here. By the way, you have to use kebab case here. Kebab case is like that. You have to use dash and lowercase. If you see a property name here, you have to use kebab case. You have to convert with kebab case and use here. So you can pass no build. We already pass projects. Watch no build. Yeah. They are the first version commands here. If you say graph build true, it will automatically run graph build, but in our project there is no graph build scenario. If I even pass this true, it doesn't affect anything, but you can use this to graph build always. Okay. This is a simple usage of YML files. You can configure your application, configure your running scenario and save it. And you don't have to pass a lot of parameters with AbpDevRun. So this is the main purpose of these YAML files. Otherwise, you have to run some other parameters with AbpDevRun command. For example, you have to pass each project names here. You have to pass graph build like that. I think it's something like that. And you have to pass no build or whatever you need. But you don't have to pass this custom parameters, and you can configure them in a YAML file and use them continuously. So it has two sections. One section is run section, and other section is environment section. Also, you can pass extra variables for environments. Let's say ASP.NET. Yes, exactly. You can pass something like that. Let's say release. Maybe production is used here. Okay. You can pass some other connection strings or any other environment variables to your application. So that's it. Thanks for watching me. I hope this feature will be helpful. So see you later.